What are you looking for in a new smart TV? 4K picture quality, high quality and immersive sound, a sleek design? All of those are givens, but only the new Roku Pro Series has all of those and the Roku streaming experience, an award-winning OS. Get fast, easy access to all your apps like iHeart, where you can stream all your favorite music, radio, and podcasts all day, and regular all-inclusive trips to Roku City. The new Roku Pro Series, a smart TV built by the streaming pros.
There's an efficient way to get caught up on a lot of news. It's called The Seven from The Washington Post. It's a newsletter and podcast. Whether you're reading or hit play, you get 7 stories you need to know, and you can consume it all in just a few minutes. The Seven is out every weekday morning by 7 a.m. Eastern. I'm Hannah Jewell. I'm one of the writers, and I host the show. Find The Seven podcast wherever you're listening. The newsletter link is waiting for you in the show notes.
I'm Rodney Williams.
And I'm Travis Holloway. Welcome to the Wealth Break Podcast, a real conversation about finance.
Let's be honest, building wealth doesn't look the same for everyone.
I feel like sometimes being broke is a cycle and that we might have to revisit that.
And we're not stopping at success stories.
What happens when it doesn't go right? How do you cope with it?
Because wealth isn't just about money. It's about creating a life where you thrive and help others do the same.
Listen to the Wealth Break Podcast on the iHeartRadio app.
Time for Stacks and Hacks. I have Stacks information. Rich has life hacks. A new survey says the average parent says they find their child doing something funny more than 1,000 times each year, which is about 3 times per day. I agree with that.
Yeah.
My kids make me laugh all the time. A spring cleaning poll found 34% of stuff we own isn't used very often. It just takes up space. That includes stuff we don't want but haven't gotten rid of. Other people's stuff we somehow ended up with, like a lot of stuff is actual junk. Some of it's sentimental and we're hanging on to it.
Yeah,
you really think about it.
My mom recently, anytime I go over there, I feel like she always sends me with a box of more stuff, and it's really just her trying to get rid of all the junk that she doesn't want, and she's just trying to pawn it off to me. And then I feel bad because I don't want to say no, and then I take it, and then it just stays in my car, and then I have no room in my car, and it's frustrating. She gives me her junk. Mom, please stop doing that.
A skincare clinic has an online test which will calculate how ugly your job is making you based on how you're aging your skin.
Dang.
It involves aspects like hours, working location, and physical activity, and it'll tell you, yeah, you're ugly.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Terrible.
you ugly.
It's clever though, and then they're like, but we can make you beautiful. Right?
You're ugly. Hold on, I happen to have this ready to go, Rich. I'm glad you did, because I totally forgot all about that little clip right there, and I had it ready. Yeah, forget it. Hold on. Keep going.
You ugly. Yeah, you ugly.
Such a mean song.
Yeah, but so uplifting.
With soaring egg prices, chicken rentals could become a thing. One service provides hens, feed, and support, allowing customers to collect fresh eggs at home for $600. It's $600 for a 6-month rental. Customers can expect 12 eggs per week from 2 hens.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, we talked about that before. It was something you were kind of looking at, right, Kyle?
Yeah.
Here's a guy talking about it.
The majority of everybody who rents loves it. And a lot of the customers decide they want to have the same birds. They get very attached to their birds, and when they come back, we tag them with a colored tag around the ankle so they can get the same birds back next year.
Birds.
You just let them out and walk around. They go in at night on their own. They want to roost up, and just real low maintenance, and people really enjoy it.
Last night, LeBron James became the first player in NBA history to score 50,000 career points across the regular season and playoffs. Pretty huge.
Yeah.
Pretty huge. Wake up for life hacks, Rich.
This summer, I have heard that the rolling blackout, because of temperatures being higher, is going to be way more common. Expect your electricity to go out. Sorry, what am I going to tell you? But what's the deal? How do you know if your electricity went out when you're gone? Well, here's the hack for your freezer that will save your food. Okay, you're going to be gone for your place for a little bit. You take a glass of water and you drop a dime in it and stick it in the freezer. So the dime will be in the middle of the top of the ice. Drop it on top of the ice. When you come home from your trip, if the dime is still floating on top of the ice, well, then your electricity stayed on. But if it's at the bottom of the glass, your electricity went out and you need to throw out all that meat. So instead of getting a fancy smart refrigerator or freezer or whatever. Just, put the dime on top of the ice when you're gone, and you can track it like that. That life hack and many more can be found at JohnShaneRich.com.
What are you looking for in a new smart TV? 4K picture quality, high quality and immersive sound, a sleek design? All of those are givens, but only the new Roku Pro Series has all of those and the Roku streaming experience, an award-winning OS. Get fast, easy access to all your apps like iHeart, where you can stream all your favorite music, radio, and podcasts all day, and regular all-inclusive trips to Roku City. The new Roku Pro Series, a smart TV built by the streaming pros.
We've all done it. You see a headline but don't have time to read the whole story, or there's so much news you're not sure what is worth your time. I'm Colby Ekowitz, co-host of Post Reports, the weekday afternoon podcast from The Washington Post. Post Reports brings you what's relevant and revealing. Breaking stories, politics, wellness, culture. Each episode goes beyond a headline for the context you need. Find Post Reports now, wherever you're listening.
For some of us, personal finances aren't just personal. They include a lot more people than ourselves. Loved ones, neighbors, the communities we call home, and the causes we hold in our hearts. At Thrivent, we help plan your financial picture with the bigger picture in mind. Because even though our business is helping guide your finances, our ambition is to make it mean so much more. Thrivent, where money means more. Connect with us at Thrivent.com.